So we've had a lot of fun this month taking a look at different 9mm pistols. And we've looked at some very budget-friendly ones like the High Point and the SCCY there. We looked at a good mid-ranger in the Springfield XD. And then last week we looked at the new Canik TTI Combat Edition, which is a fantastic little starter race gun. So what I wanted to do this week is take a look at a Glock 17 9mm that's been heavily modified to be a race gun. You might recognize the back strap, but that's about all that I think is original to the original Glock there. This is a CCF race frame, so this is an all metal frame. There's the ZP slide and a barrel there that's been fluted, and then this is a SJC compensator that's there, and it's of course got the hollow sun. Now we don't want that to interfere with the slide moving back, so this is a Carver competition mount for that. So there's a lot that's been done to this gun. Triggers all been replaced, that's got high-end springs and all that good stuff. And when this gun runs, oh boy, does it run like a dream. The problem is, if you've ever had a gun that's particular to ammo, multiply it by 10 and you get this thing. I gotta shoot subsonic ammo and I gotta shoot heavy ass ammunition in it, to get it to reset. Otherwise we basically get stovepipes and we jam it up. That said, I thought I had ammunition, out last week that it liked, and it was like, no, I'm gonna be a little finicky. Gonna be more finicky there, so I gotta take it apart again, kind of clean it out, do some stuff to it, and maybe feed it some higher caliber kibble there, so it'll like that and function. But I wanted to show you this gun because we saw that TTI Combat video and just how nice that was out of the box and whatnot. Let's compare that to what this thing will do. There's a lot of things that I appreciate about firearms, and one of the things that when you hear a gun rack that's just nice, man, this has the sweetest racking sound ever. But then when it makes the noise of it jamming, it's like it just breaks your heart. But that's okay. That was the first run. We'll try again here. You can see that sad, dejected look in my face, like, oh, it's gonna be one of these days. Anyway, I do want to point out this does take just regular Glock 17 magazines there. It is a Glock 17 for all intents and purposes there. That hollow sun sight is just fantastic. And I tell you what, man, when this thing runs, it runs great. Let's see if we can get it to run. Hey-o! We did it! We got to shoot a sequence there. Now, the only problem with that is I'm not running it as fast as it's supposed to be running. I'm running it more at a normal person, like pull, breath, pull, breath, pull, breath speed. And that it's meant to go fast, like Ricky Bobby. But it's not going fast today, unfortunately. But yeah, let's take a look at kind of a first-person shooter's perspective. So the old girl was a little bit finicky, but once we found out that we could just kind of slow down our trigger pulls and it would function okay, that's what we did there. Now, one of the things that I think about doing something like this, a build like this that is fun, is the Glock is very easy to work on. Like it comes apart nice, it goes together nice. It's pretty easy to switch things out, and everybody makes something for the Glock to switch out. So I think everyone should get a Glock 17, and it should be your switch it out, get a drop-in barrel for it. Change that. Get something threaded and put a comp on it. Do a fun mount. Change the trigger. Do these different things, and you learn a lot about working and maintaining a firearm. You can go a little bit overboard, which is what I think I did with this one here, and I don't know that I have reaped the benefit of it from changing out everything, but it is it is a pretty interesting looking gun. It turns a lot of heads, and it is fun to shoot. But yeah, it's finicky. It's temperamental. You gotta put the expensive bullets through it, right? Got to feed it that good kibble. It's been said that I like big guns, and I cannot lie. One of the things that I really like about this gun is it's very similar in weight to some of my larger revolvers. So I do like to one-hand it, and this thing is made to absorb recoil, so it's pretty nice to do there. And actually the eye relief on the Hollow Sun works out pretty well. So we did some one-handed shooting with it. Again, couldn't run it Ricky Bobby speed, but you know, we ran it as fast as we could. So a Glock 17 right out of the box, I would say is a 7 out of 10 gun. There's a lot to like about it. There's a lot to be desired, but it's if you think 7 out of 10 is a C, that's what I think the average should be. When you're comparing a gun, you should be comparing it against the Glock 17, 9mm at least, right? And anything that's above that, you know, is going to be 8, 9 and up, and anything that's below that is below that. So, you know, when we were looking at our gun reviews, you know, the SCCY, the high point, you know, just get a Glock 17, just, you know, invest in that. It's going to be a better starter gun. And like I said, you can turn it into anything you want. Your imagination is your only limitation. But if you want to go better than a Glock, you know, you can, and I think there's a lot of guns that meet that, and you can go, you know, really expensive. Like 6 Hour has like a fantastic 9mm. You know, the Walther that PD1 is fantastic. You can get there, and then, you know, you can go a little above. You know, Statico is fantastic. Canic, I think, is a similar price point for their rival, but you can go like that TTI. A little bit more expensive than the Glock 17, but not much, and it is nice, man. I like that. But Glocks, I think they're the starting point of you know, the ease of learning how to, you know, do your own maintenance and your own tricking out and things like that. So there's you get on YouTube, you can find anything you would ever want to do or replace on a Glock 17. You know, there's a video for that, and you can turn your Glock into some crazy monstrosity like this, should you want to. So yeah, Glock 17, it's a 7 out of 10. I would usually tell you this is like 9 out of 10, but it functioned like a 5 out of 10 on the range the other day. But that's okay. I mean, that's part of the fun, is now I got to tinker with it some more and get it shooting up to the speed that it can achieve. But yeah, you guys have a good one. You know, this was 9mm December. We'll do some cool guns in the new year. So look for that. You guys have a good one there.